YouTube, welcome to Nabernax Live. It's Saturday, and I have a build video or live stream to do here on the Gravedigger. I called this guy, here you go, throw that back up, E-GON from the Ghostbusters, because of the way the Gravedigger works. Or the way it looks. I thought it was really cool. It has that wave, sort of like their weapons or guns do in that. So I've been working on this build. I'll go to here, where I'm trying to increase the magazine size and ammo amount of the build, because the way the weapon works, it has phases as it's firing, and in its final phase it has far more damage after it's lit a fire. So with higher magazine size, it should have a longer phase at the higher damage point. Also, these guns do not have a lot of ammo, so having extra weapon ammo is, it's required to really use the weapon. So for now, I'm farming out things that have, obviously the Gravedigger itself. This is the best one I've gotten. I have a legendary version, but it isn't as good as the Masterwork. So till I get a better one, this is what I'm using, with 175% elemental damage and 125% weapon ammo. That's the perk on that. I've equipped the Renewed Courage as my secondary, more so for the 30% weapon damage on the Javelin, and it has a 17% damage on the Javelin, and then an extra 47% weapon ammo. Now, I've been looking for a gun that has weapon damage as well as weapon ammo or weapon magazine size as a secondary. Right now, I had more components giving me magazine size, and at the time I did not have a Gravedigger with 125 weapon ammo. So now that I do, I can start to move some of the inscriptions giving me weapon ammo over to the clip in order to increase that. So for now, with this build, like, I keep switching back to Last Argument in all my Rangers, because it just, it helps so much with building up the ultimate, that it's hard to pass up. But I'm trying to stick to the grand opening just for the sake of I want to do this Ranger build kind of with, I don't know what you call it, more of the interesting weapons and stuff. So I am stuck, though, to using for now the Rampager as my close range detonator, and the assault launcher is going to be the Recurring Vengeance for the quick and easy long range detonator. I'm also choosing the one I'm choosing based on obvious reasons. Like this one, I get I have 100% gear charge. It has the extra charge every time you do a kill or a combo. So it's almost, as long as I bring down the target damage enough before I fire the missile, I've almost always have a constant supply. So it works well. And component wise, I've chosen things to increase weak point damage as well as weapon ammo. So just running through it, the reason why I chose each of these to show anyway. So this one for the 21% weapon ammo. Obviously there's other perks to the component, but for the build, I'm not too concerned about them. They just come with that, you know what I mean? So 21% weapon ammo, 23% weapon ammo. We're also, with weak point hits, lowering our heat threshold so we can hover longer. So I can take advantage of that while I'm fighting. Then, of course, rejuvenating ammo to add that 30%, as well as a 25% weak point damage and a 45% ultimate damage on the inscription. Then we have our Vanguard's badge, which is a must to me because I get my shield back when I'm really in danger. I make sure I'm smacking something with the mace to keep my shield up. It also comes with a 25% ultimate speed and an 18% acid effect, which is now helping with our elemental ops. Because this is an acid fire build, this is a must-have. The Gravedigger will prime targets with acid once you fire. You get your 5 ticks on it, or hits, which you'll see as I'm using it. And this comes with a 38% thruster life and a 5% repair amount, so not big, but useful. And then I've added softened blows just to give the build a little more tank. With this one, it's obviously a shield reinforcement. It pretty much doubles it at 6,755, but I also have an inscription for 100% armor on it. So it also doubles the armor amount and has a 10% combo targets, which isn't going to really help on this. But, so I think that sums up sort of the way the build works. We're going to be firing the gun a lot. My normal attack pace is to get into their face, but with this build I try and actually stand off a little more. I'm using, like I was just saying, I usually use Tarsus Last Stand to give me that extra damage, but here I'm going to be popping shields and throwing more of these grand opening grenades. So there's 4 in a pack, and I have 200% gear charges combined with the shield, which is adding to the amount of grenades. It says 200%. It gives me 2 more, so I have 5. And of course, with them splitting into 4, and you add in the elemental ops, each one of those hits counts as a, what do you call it? A hit towards the to firing the acid or priming with the acid. So while I'm throwing the grenades and firing the gun, I'm priming all kinds of targets at the same time. The only disadvantage again is that I wish I could change the reoccurring vengeance, obviously, to something like the last argument, so that I had a blast primer like this is pretty useful, especially if you're on your own and you're taking a stance. If you're going in with a hard attack, using the last argument is your definite win-win, because you're doing a lot of damage to several targets at once, and you're boosting your ultimate. So as far as a ranger goes, if you're struggling, creating a build where you're using your last argument as your long or short range detonator, and priming lots of targets and just firing this grenade at everything you can that's primed, you're going to have your ultimate charged over and over and over and over again, which of course saves your life, and so on and so on. But again, for a more advanced player, something where you aren't going to be using the combo primers or detonators firsthand, like, this one has no primer marker, but I'm using elemental ops. So working them together actually gives me a bit of a bonus. I'm going to prime a lot more targets. So if the team is going into it, it's more beneficial to them. Anyway, let's do this. So I'm going to run Tyrant Mine on GM3 first. We'll see what happens. I've been having a lot of fun with the build. The gun's just amazing. It's fun. Going on expeditions with fellow players increases your odds of survival and grants more rewards. Ain't that the truth? The game's sort of built around that, it seems. Even in GM3, if you're solo, the game doesn't run as good as if you have more team members. So whether they call that the Anthem or, you know, it's lag in a way. But definitely the game is easier with a full team for many reasons. I tried doing solo runs in GM3, sunken over and over. Yeah, I'm gonna run these two on quick play. Oh jeez, hold on.
Time for another dip.
There we go.
Well, that's not ominous. I was being sarcastic.
This way we're we have guys racing through here. Okay. Well, we'll help them drop the boss, get our loot, and our stronghold completion. When you do these quick plays, you even though you see I come at the end of the mission, it still counts towards my dailies. So I tend to
seems so bad. Nice one.
Haha. Every time I throw these, for whatever reason, the blast damage causes a primer, even though there's only 4 grenades. Oops. Some fun numbers. Smash a couple guys. It's a nice thing with the ramp nature, and then when you have the element or the Vanguard's badge on top of all that. The problem with this missile is it only does a single combo, has no blast impact, but gets me out of a sticky situation. Trying to get me, I see that.
Is it over?
Yes. No life signs detected. The Scars will have to find a new egg source.
Maybe a smaller one next time.
Cool gun, man. I love it. I'm gonna try that. It's quick play a couple times, see if I can get the Temple of the Scar in one of the three, and that'll give me my daily challenges done quick on those. Oh, is it gonna give it to us? I don't look through these because they're just, you know, they're just good for embers. I wonder when, you know, maybe after the Cataclysm we're going to get more story with the Scar, because I'm really curious about it. You know, they're saying here Fort Tarsus is the second sort of, well, it came back to life a second time because of something happening, but now everybody's leaving because of the Scar infestation. But we haven't even gotten really into that in the story. We've only gone as far as Dominion stuff, which is still past story kind of playing out. Okay, so quickly Stronghold. Oops. Oh my goodness. Not 100% sure yet with this build what I want for this, like whether I want fire or gear. To get even more damage out of the gun. We'll try fire. The Koroks. Innocent water cow. Worth killing. I've gotten quite a few legendaries through these. So you're just flying by them, and because they're not attacking you, they will if you land near them, or if you spook them. But they do give you loot, so they're an easy thing to farm. They don't. You can hover over them; they won't ever get you. Oh, we got the sunken. Okay. little standoff here. Come on. Some reason, it's like I float away from the targets. Sometimes. The nice thing with this support here is I got normally I use my transmuting bow. And then I can... Oh, shit. Shit. Oh. Jeez, man. Where? Let's see where these guys are at. Guys, get in the ring. Damn it. Tell which way it's facing. This is ridiculous, man. I've never, ever, ever spent so much time down here for this. Jesus Christ. It's like when guy, I don't know, man. See, if I had my last argument, I'd already cleaned this whole place up, but I don't want to do it. I guess nobody's gonna. Yeah, we all do, man. You guys are outside the ring, so no one can finish the fucking mission.
I'll take point.
Like, let's go. Fuck. This fucking guy, I don't understand. Combo him. I get primer markers, but I don't get combos from it. I don't understand why. Look at this guy. No shit. He's taking no damage at all. What the fuck? Another broken thing in the game, I guess. For some reason, melee will work. There we go. It's like he was stuck.
Use a hand here.
This guy's still out of the ring the whole time. What the hell is wrong with him? Yip man. Obviously he's lower powered. Something's gotta hide. Hey, you.
This way.
Seems the Dominion are messing with things they shouldn't touch. Spare chimera, unstable relics, elementals.
See, every time I play and I run into this, it forces me to want to switch to my last argument. Like, literally, it'll make the difference. I switch the last argument and the volt. But for some reason, they all go over this one guy. Oh, yeah, I don't.
Step on the plates in order. Got it?
With these, you always wait till it's done in sequence. It's done the 3, then you can do it. There we go.
Done. The conduit tube's open.
See, I even want to find this new shard storm. I have a really good one, but it doesn't help this build. So, but I do want to get one. as a secondary weapon, just to add that more. I want all the effects I can get on this guy. It's between that and the new lightning rod, which is actually kind of cool because it's a long-range detonator. You need to have one with a high enough damage, though.
Shaper energy's intensifying. Possible cataclysm forming close by. Cataclysm brewing. Silence the Shaper relic.
Hi, Doug.
What's going on with these colored tubes?
Shaper, submerge them to enter them air.
Submerge? It's a floor.
Just make them go down and don't let them come back up.
Ah, science.
What the hell? Stop climbing on it. You get close to it and he climbs it. It's so stupid. So he didn't do that. Jeez, get the hell back. Want some, you piece of shit? Hate these birds, man. Wow, how did this not get done? See, these two guys in here don't know what the hell they're doing. Holy jeez. It's only the siege guy.
Keep trying. Hold them down longer.
They're trying to farm for loot that you'll never get here. What's with the zeros? Look at this shit. Should be splitting in 4. There we go. I don't know why one hits them and then the other ones sit there.
Was pretty good at this abomination game.
Already? Damn it. Go to work. not used to playing like this where I dance around more. This guy, fuck off, man.
Give me a hand.
Are you gonna laugh at me? No one, yeah, only this guy picks you up. I'll have to check the social out here, see where. Obviously, Yip Man and Ye are best friends. But they get carried all the way through. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Everything has a step to it.
Solid effort. Now continue toward the surface.
Gotta love that rubidium furnace. Burns them all. Let go.
What the hell was that? Need a conduit to get out. Conduit's the only way out again. You need to match the symbols to open the tube.
Which one is it? This one. Swear I should put emergency power on this guy. Get the right one. We will.
There's something special here.
I vanished. This here little tip, you can actually dash through these as a storm. I don't know about anything else. No, but a storm you can. Send these guys out. Oh, another one. Thank you. Those numbers, they 112,000. Oh. Oops. Okay. Thought I had a shield up. Normally oh man, it's so frustrating compared to my other build. My ultimate build. Just kick the shit out of all this stuff instantly. This guy though, it's like, all for this gun though. Yeah, I guess I could stick this on the ultimate build, but I'm not going to get the damage. Like, I'm going to keep farming this one up till it's just an insane amount. Where I'm seeing 111,000 there, I want to see double or something. Or even more. Go, boys.
hearing good
zeros. Eh?
things. We'll make friends with it. Always worth a shot.
Oh. That's 13? That's only 13,000. Yeah, I want to see 100,000. Looks like 100,000. It's got to get up there. Dagger.
Like your super energy, we've got gates. Better get rid of them.
I've done damage to him in here, right? With the interceptor. I don't feel like I have enough detonators. Should have primed. And when he does this attack, if you want to stay out of it as a ranger, you know, you do a jump, dash, jump, dash. Even if it hits you, do the jump, dash, jump, dash. Don't try and go jump, jump, or dash on the ground, because you'll still be stuck in it. You want to go jump, dash, and it'll almost always miss you.
Could use a hand here.
Oh, I forgot this GM3 reaches like an extra little bit. It's got a little bit longer fingers. That guy try and save me and die? Don't try and pick anyone up either if they're right by the boss. Not unless you're an interceptor with your ultimate, because he's going to get you. In GM3, he'll backhand you in an instant if he's not in a sequence. Yeah, so when you're doing this, like, so you can go up now, hit him unless that electric gets you, then you can get yourself in trouble. But when he does his swing, you have time to go in for a hit. See, right now you can go in. When he does his, when he raises his hand and when he swings. And it's always a good idea to wait with your ultimate if he does do that. You want the purple energy field to fade away before you fire your shot. One way he'll one-shot you. You're in your ult, he'll do that purple energy field, and then when you come out of your ult, you're susceptible to it and you can't move. So always try and time it. These go fast with energy. See, it just pulls it out. That's why, like, the bolt mace and stuff will knock it out quick. Looks good. See, like that would have killed me, but because I keep moving to the side. So watch when he does this. Even if it gets you, jump, dash, jump, dash. Try not to land in one. I'm gonna get killed. Yeah. So now when he does his sequence, like he puts his hand in the air and he gets staggered, what happens is he's able to go into a hit, like a hit sequence right away, and shoot his purple status fields. So can mess you up when you go in too close. So once he swings, you can come in and you gotta get out of there. Because he'll backhand. Whenever he disappears, like he goes into that telegraph, do a jump dash away from the direction he's in. Because he'll teleport right in front of you.
What you just did, expect me about my friend.
For the most part, you can just avoid that stuff. Once you figure out his distance. It's a fun boss. Like, I find him, he go through his legs. He's down. Damn it. So even the legendary support gear is absolute shit. As a shield, it doesn't work. Even on the smallest enemies, I open it and they just break it instantly. So I don't know what good it is. If it stopped a one-shot, that'd be handy, but the fact that it's not a shield and it's called a shield is a little bit annoying. Where you're better with the muster point, simply for the that you get more damage. This shield is false shield. You see me, I pop 3 of them open, they're gone instantly. I get it if one of these opens up on it. So you gotta jump dash, when you see him do that telegraph, he's gonna teleport on you. Thought he's gonna get me while I pop the shield there.
Great job, Freelancer. Who knows what would have happened if that thing had gone free?
I feel like I need to know more about this, Dr. Harkin.
But at the same time,
Let me
I
pick him
feel
up.
like I know more than enough. Check in with me in Tarsus later if you like.
Won't let me pick you up.
Nice one.
Interesting. Yeah, I like that boss though. He's fun. They're all the bosses in this are actually fun, except for the monitor. I liked the monitor at first, his swing attack, but now it's old. It's like easy to avoid, and it's still cool that you can jump it and stuff. Its hitbox is kind of accurate, right? It's actual thing where some of these enemies have a hitbox that seems to go out of this world on GM3. Like the tyrants, the swarm tyrant, you can be beside the spider while it's firing its web attack, and it hits you. You don't see any of the web hit you. It actually flies right past you, and then all of a sudden you're hit by it. It's so annoying. They need to fix that. I don't know what, you know. I know it didn't happen, and I'm being bitchy about it, but still, it's when you're trying to play with your skills, you want to be accurate and stuff, and you need to be able to get those close, in close, you know. Like if I slow down the frame rates and stuff and watch the Unfathomable's attack, when you're on GM1 or 2, he does the exact same swing but won't hit you. On GM3, he will. It's as if the hitbox for his arm is just expanded, even though his arm doesn't touch you, it still counts. So when you're on GM3, you have to give yourself that extra space from their hitbox. I've only ever found that the monitor's axe swing is the only thing that's always accurate. You can literally jump right over it. You can watch it go under your feet, and it won't hit you, as long as it does not hit you, you know. I've been affected by it on the outskirts of the swing by fire, but you know, that it's coming off the end of the axe or whatever he swings there, but or his staff, I guess. All right, so maybe I'm not going to risk this last one on a quick play and end up doing another stronghold I don't need to do. You need to do 3 today, and one of them has to be the temple. So we've done 2 now. Yeah, so now we'll just do the temple. Make sure it's the temple. Yeah. This will probably be the toughest for this guy, without the last argument. If I switch to the last argument, it changes a lot, but I don't know, we'll see. If I get too frustrated, I'll switch. I'm dying all the time. try gear this time. I think I went fire last time. And I'm running out of grenades, even though I have 200% on these, and I'm using that shield. It's not really helping too much. I could switch. Thing with this one, what was it? There was something else about it that I liked. Oh, the L1 recharge. Like this one has a higher gear recharge on the whole javelin. Yeah, let's try it. And it's always good to redo this if you leave, because it seems to want to always reset itself. And then after this, I'll probably do one run in the Cataclysm with this guy. I need to do one with the Ranger, so I'll do that before I end the stream for the build on this guy. And we'll bring him out from time to time and farm stuff. I have an ultimate goal for him. Like, I want a giant magazine clip with lots of ammo and tons of damage. So I won't be focusing on, you know, anything else with this build other than getting that gun maxed out. Oh, it's gonna give it to me solo? Jeez. Might have to switch. Well, looks like it. I'm just switching on to online status because while I'm playing, if I am solo, other people can still see. You can go into free play if you're friends with me and you'll be able to join. Kind of like the trailer showed, you know, where people join up with you. I'm pretty sure if I'm not on showing online, you won't find me, type of thing. Could be wrong though. Just in case. I don't foresee me pulling this off in GM3 alone, but you never know. If I have to switch to the last argument and the Volt, I will. Oh, cool. Okay, so it just took longer to pull a team together.
New intel on the swarm infesting these caves. Their leader is an Scarrai named Skilos, aka a major pain in my ass.
We're to eliminate Skilos and neutralize their nest.
A cleanup job. Got it.
No, don't get stuck like that, damn it. Now I can't get out. It's such a bullshit thing. Like, let's go. Ever since the Cataclysm dropped, they just forged problems. Look at the background.
Well, we found the swarm.
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
If you've time to
Looking for my extra
you've
too.
time to take down those turrets.
That emergency power, man, live. Can't reach it. Ah, stupid post. Two targets on this. That's what I don't like about the Rangers. Is any targets in the way? No! Stop climbing! Oh my god. Nice thing with these grenades too, you can hide behind some, let them do the work for you. No. Where the hell?
Freelancer, the alarm.
One down.
I don't need a status update every time.
Oh, that was for Faye.
Oh.
5 more, Freelancer. That was the last one. Nice work.
Just see his leg. Need a grenade that has like a trap effect. It's like the Ghostbusters. Once he's fully microwaved, it'll pull him in. That'd be cool. They came out with a game like that. Ghostbusters like this, fighting ghosts and shit. Yeah, I just gave away an amazing idea like that. Get back down. Let me introduce you to my little friend.
He looks friendly.
Does he though?
Nothing but meat and potatoes behind that shield. Stagger them and then dig in.
Interesting metaphor.
Well, I'm hungry.
Can we not talk about food right now?
I was trying to open my shield there, but
I'm detecting extremely high energy readings ahead.
Skilos must have found the shape of construct. It was buried centuries ago in a cataclysm. No doubt, Skilos plans to cause another.
Great. I love a good world-changing, possibly ending complication.
Everybody's all serious. Breaking fences.
Sealed in.
The door's out of power.
Try refueling to get it open.
Get out of the way.
Look at all these barrels just lying around.
They could at least organize them.
Yeah, stars will be do that. Try filling up the pump, freelancer.
Get your shield out of the way. Can't hold these containers near this long.
There we go. Well done.
He went down. Nice work. Ah! What? Okay, you landed yet?
We're locked in.
I found the scars.
Thanks, Seth. Very helpful.
I've got an idea, but it's definitely not covert.
Told you, not priority.
And, freelancer, it might cave you in.
Calculated risk.
The structural integrity of that wall is weak. See those explosives? Blow the damn thing.
Yes, ma'am.
Whoa, whoa, not that they're fucking mine.
explosives. It's your only way out.
Got that one. That jump dash is the best thing the Ranger has. Like, I mean, knowing how to use it, see like that, you just go so fast everywhere. And you can time it so you can go through stuff. See, that's all I'm doing. Jump, dash, jump, dash. It's,
All right.
I know a lot of guys probably know that, but if you don't, it's one of those mechanics that yeah, you got microwave. Oh, she's still not dead. Jeez. You guys should be coming with me soon. Oh, they're already here. Blow his tank.
Explosives primed. Get back, Freelancer. Okay.
So my gun now, I have 400 rounds. Pretty good. I can start to
Looks like we tapped into a primitive
hopefully
sewer
get some
system.
stuff.
More than looks like.
Cataclysm, a
Good
gun
news
with
is we're
more
closing in on
mag
the
clip
construct,
size.
and probably more scars, but that's to be expected.
Except,
Because you'll see the damage increases as the gun's fired.
noted.
Whatever.
many enough?
Too many. Freelancer, exits above you.
Good. Oh. Thought I'd be slick and drop onto the floor there. There's a hole. Okay. Fuck. Again, but, nice when the music's working. Lately it hasn't been. It really helps with the immersion. There's no music.
We're coming up on a construct.
Seb, can you tell me anything else about Skilos?
Only that it's mean and damn hard to kill.
Because I'm noticing that's part of the thing for me. It's like when there's no music sometimes for like the entire night, I'm playing. And right now with the music playing, it changes it. It's like I want to slow down a little bit and just kind of enjoy it.
Look at that.
Construct must be in sight.
I'm
This is the
not-
last line of defense.
Wrong guy. Wrong guy again. What? Goes right past the target. Shit. When I get low armor, I just make sure I use my mace until I pick some up. Keep my shield up. Oh, right to the face.
had a tank.
It's more than that. If these readings are correct, Skilos is the tank. They're fused together.
I don't even want to know how that's possible.
Can't stop. Please.
The construct's doing something weird.
It's spawning scars. Skilos is creating an army.
Shieldstone, now's your chance, freelancer.
You want to kind of kill the ads on this too in GM3 before you open up too many gates. So I'm gonna kind of hunt them out while these guys probably are gonna fight the boss. Oh, that's not good. Usually I'd take out 2 of these and then kill the ads. Dead. I can't pick you up. Jeez. Okay. Oh, come on, get up.
Use a hand here.
has a somehow has the ability to seek his missiles on you even when you're behind things, which is a little weird. You'd be behind it and then move out, and it hits you even though it couldn't have seen you. Fuck.
I owe you one.
Oh, this guy with the fucking missiles non-stop. What's he after me
Shields
all the
connected to the
time?
pylons.
Fuck. Jesus Christ! Oh my god. This doesn't stop with the fucking missiles. Are you in your cheap shield? That's it, back on the ground. Sketchy. Ah, out of ammo again. Like, how is it hitting me? Seriously. I can't peek out at all because he's firing over here, but he's also firing on all the other guys. So how does it? Is this son of a bitch over here? Please, man, die. man. It's like so black. They're coming like around the corner. Oh my god. And he disappeared. Come on, guys, let's do this.
Silence. Sometimes it's the very best of sounds.
I prefer the sound of clinking beers. I think I've heard it around.
You stopped the cataclysm and defeated an entire swarm. I'd say
Oh, that
so.
was a hustle for sure. Sweep the grounds for any extra loot. I take everything because it counts as a counter on the loot you've got. Like how much loot you've picked up. I don't know how much of it matters to the loot, but the amount of kills you do, the amount of loot you picked up could all calculate into it. I usually get good loot drops. I pick everything up, so I'm not going to fight that. Plus, having the embers, the purples for your epic consumables. Fly over them all, you'll run out eventually. Not a single legendary on that. Thought I did get. No, it's the other one. It's giving me like 40, almost 40 pieces of gear and guns, like every run. This is a little overwhelming, the amount of times you gotta delete this. We're on to you though, BioWare. We know you're trying to waste our time with the crystals and with this shit. I don't know why. I guess you want to keep people on the servers but not in the game. Bigger numbers, less strain on the system. Doesn't make any sense though that I'd have to delete all these separately. Obviously, it's set up purposely to waste our time. Obviously, no one is that stupid not to do it. It's done purposefully. Just like you can't convert more than one large crystal at a time. You've done that on purpose. So you can sit there after a 12 million point run and spend 10, 15 minutes converting it to large crystals. 10, 15, probably a half hour. I don't even know how long it takes. I've sat there with over 100,000 shards, and I don't know how long I sat there converting it to large crystals during the gear week, and then sat there and ran them all through the chests for hardly anything. So now I don't build up the shards anymore. I know I've said that a few times on my live streams, but I get better results in the war chests spending 5,000 at a time as opposed to like 40,000 at a time. Alright, so I'm just going to check this quick. So we're going to do the Heart of the Ranger, Note Taker, okay. Still that goes. Okay. So we'll do one run with the Ranger for the stream, for the build. See if we can farm a better gun at the end of it. See what kind of run we get here. I might, for this one, I'm going to switch the grenades and the melee. And so if you're watching, you can see the difference. Why this is so messed up. It shows a blade slinger. Can't remember which one. Oh, I have that one. Okay. All right. But yeah, quickly. So if I switch this
What's on the docket today?
to the last argument, switch this. I'll switch to this because we have more weapon ammo still. Okay. This way you can see kind of with those two together, the transmuting volt and the last argument is almost all you need for slaying everything with the Ranger. Like I've found with the Ranger that the guns and stuff, that it becomes just an additive. It's not a necessity for max damage and stuff. If you have the volt, you have the last argument, you got ultimate speed and ultimate damage. Like this isn't an ultimate build, so I'm not focused on that. But if you do that, you're literally between just melee and last argument. If you have enough charges, you're popping your ult in between that. Every time it loads up, you clear the area faster than any other way. Like I've done the Sunken Cell on Grandmaster 3. It's on a live stream, like the first arena by myself, just doing that. Just hopping, smashing, grenade, ultimate. Now, if you've seen my live streams ever, when I play with randoms, I kind of stick with the team. If they sort of go off of what I know is going to get us more points, then I do the same.
Wait a moment. The
No harm,
cataclysm
no
is
foul.
Still reforming around you.
I mentioned I hate using the egress.
Be quick. The longer you're in the storm, the greater the chance.
Or I
of
go
absorbing.
along with them and I don't get stressed out about the fact that I know I'm losing thousands of points. Rather have fun than get aggravated. Last week I got really annoyed with all this stuff and kind of turned a page and just...
Good to see you. Hi there.
Everybody's... See, I get double... I get lots of combos this way. And every time it charges my
The
ult
shield
up,
is
so...
down. The crystal is exposed. That's a bit of Anthem energy. It seems to give you some control over your own reality. The pocket of stable reality collapsed. Vara, or the Cataclysm, is still trying to keep it at bay.
Didn't do it fast enough.
That did it. The whole Cataclysm reacted.
Did you want to
I
face
blew the crystal up like 10 seconds ago, Faye. See how the audio is, it gets worse and worse as you go into the mission. Oh, there they go. Gets worse and worse until Faye's actually telling you you've got a minute after you got it. It's a little cataclysm fuckery. We've had it where we've gotten the minute. She never said we got the minute, and then it ended the whole thing with a minute something left. So that tells me that it's able to read that we got the minute in the game, but it doesn't go back to the Anthem service, so they never knew we had it. Not sure if that's what's going on, but it's a little annoying when you get to the boss with a minute something, you're farming it, and then they go and end the mission a minute early.
Less stable? Is that a good idea?
Yes. We want this reality.
See that? I'm frozen, no status effect, no ice on me, I just can't move. Okay, these guys. This is where. Alright, he's got it.
We're going to need more echoes to expose the crystal. It must be here somewhere. That device? I think it was made to hold an echo.
If I just do this maneuver, jump, slam, grenade, it can't really hurt me too much. It's just the storms you run into a bit of a problem. What's going on here? Oh, they're down there, okay. Usually with my normal team, we're already out of there with them. Why am I not getting weak point damage? There we go. They're such real brutes, like literally die. Alright, what is going on here?
We've got a clear shot at the crystal.
Okay. Wow.
Give me a hand.
Hey Silas, what's up, man? Happy Saturday to you, bro. Let's go, Lego. Yeah. Gotten a few today already. She dead? Missed that.
It's down. Well done.
Fine. You want a battle? You can have one.
Jesus. See, now this is where there's some discrepancy. You get some guys going to the laser, some guys going to the crucible. So I kind of take the middle road. Alright, we got this guy going there. Right on. Only takes two. It's a little more. There we go. Three. We're good. With three guys, we bang it off right away. If that's the plan. How are you doing today, Silas? Working the OT or what? Actually went to bed at a reasonable time last night instead of getting back on like I said I would. I forgot to stream altogether last night. I had a few drinks and just started playing and forgot all about it, so I apologize for that.
In Vara's mind, messing up a relic is how you get results. Silence it to end whatever she started here.
Woo! Oh, it's already on it.
You're close to another crystal.
What's that smell?
Superheated sulfuric acid. This is already not my favorite place.
You think Laura made this spot just to get back at us?
Wouldn't put it past her.
So we'll come up here, we'll get the echo. Get the weight. We need that guy though.
Give me a hand.
Those pressure plates control the lock,
Right.
but they don't seem to be powered on.
What the fuck? Weight's not even there.
That's it. The plates have activated an emitter, and that beam is powering something on the other side.
What? Oh yeah, I don't have a... Holy shit. Dude, this is kind of bullshit. Guys can just push me in the corner and fucking stun me to the point I can't move. Are you finished? You're dead. Come on! Jeez. See, I don't know. Am I frozen there? It doesn't show nothing. But I can't move. Like, I can't move anywhere. Do it.
Stability increased. The barrier is down. Hit the crystal. It's down.
Did you want to face me? Come, I'll grant your wish.
Yeah, you do want to destroy the crystal after pulling the echo. You have to destroy the crystal after pulling the echo to spawn. No, man. You just have to pull the echo to spawn the Valkyrie. The very last one you pull to spawn the Valkyrie, and then if you want more points, you want to kill the Valkyrie in the storm. Whether you shoot the crystal or not, if someone has shot the what do you call it? The sun, you know, the thing in the middle there. It won't even matter when you kill the Valkyrie, because you want to kill the Valkyrie in the storm to get that multiplier.
Found a crystal of some kind.
The only arena you can't do it in is the first one, or the one with the pegs that you need to put down. In that arena, there's no way to kill the Valkyrie in the storm, because the Valkyrie is
seems to be a
spawned
small
by
pocket
blowing
of
the
stability.
crystal. It
You
is
can
the
recover
only
from
one
storm
like
here.
that, though. For whatever reason, still trying to figure that out in the math equation, why on that one it lets you do that. Hi guys. I'm flying all the way over here because my load speed seems extremely slow in the teleport. I go in it before anybody, and when I come out the other side, they've already flown away. So my best option is to fly. They're not breaking it out. Oh, they already did. Okay, I'm slow as heck.
I can still serve.
Do my part. Okay. Okay, no problem. You got it. No problem. You do it.
Relic handled. The crystal is wide open now. That did it. The whole cataclysm reacted.
Did you want to face me? Come, I'll grant your wish.
Now, to the castle. Right on. Well, I'm glad I could help, bro. I've got the, like, there's nothing in the Cataclysm anymore that's a puzzle to me. The Graviteers were for a bit, but I've figured that out now. Pretty consistent with getting it every time. Get out of my... Jeez. Guy's trying to rub me up on the flight. Follow me. Yeah, whatever. You're literally going the wrong way, so... No one's gonna follow you. It's funny how so many people think they know what they're doing here and want you to follow them, and I do it, and we're all over the place. Like, it's like they can't figure out. You only have so much time. You don't sit there going back and forth zigzag and, you know, get everything done. All the events are your first phase to get your multiplier. Then build on the multiplier
When I was creating them,
with
this
points.
could be a place in the north.
Don't worry about your
Storage
points
rooms.
before the multiplier, though. I mean, not unless you want a lower score. I don't know why I looked at that again.
A doorway open.
There's like some serious... No, please don't. Switchly I actually can solve the puzzle by myself way faster than when someone helps because I don't know where they are putting it. When I do it, I know where it is and I run right to it and go get it. So as soon as someone else... I know it's not team liking me, but as soon as someone else starts doing it, I stop. Because I just completed the puzzle, like, let me grab the relic, man. But you want to take over, you do it. It's just common sense, again, like, to not confuse other people. Pissing contest will end. It's like all these guys having a pissing contest, and they're failing because of it. Like the oldest lesson in the book. Part of being a team player is not being I'm not trying to be selfish with it. I'm trying to say that you have to actually think about what other people are thinking about. Not just, I know this, so I'm going to do it. Like, wait till later and do it then. Like, so many guys doing everything, like I've played with guys that are like, I know where the timestamp is, I'll go get it right now. It's like, no, it's not like that though. Just wait. Get it later if you know where it is. Like, use your brain. This is a math equation. That's it. Yeah, well, Silas, there's so many variables to the game based on how many points you want to get and how much time you want to spend doing it, right? So, you get caught up killing guys in here, but you're not going to have enough time to do the kill-all, you've screwed yourself. You spend time killing guys in here, but you can't kill all the elementals after the kill-all, you've screwed yourself. You know, like, I mean, screwed yourself out of the points. You're going to get more points killing guys at the end. You're going to get more points killing the Valkyrie in the storm. But so many people want to, you know, it's like if you don't have the ability to withstand it or weather it, you're going to have to, you piss off. Seriously. Not even looking in our direction. Shooting anywhere. You know, like say your team's not good enough to fight the Valkyrie in the storm with all the ads around. In some of the arenas like this one, you don't have a choice unless you kill all the ads, and you don't want to do that unless you're going to have time to kill everything at the end. You'll get a higher score killing the Valkyrie after the crystal because you didn't waste so much time trying to kill her during the ads are out, right? Obviously, I'm not going for max score right now. I'm just having fun talking, but... See, these guys, I would have had this, I would have had the Valkyrie out, I would already be done the crystal,
Now unseal the
but this guy wanted to take over, and now it's been, that's all he's done is open that door. So, see, I make the call at some point, like now, to go. Because they're not going to allow me to even complete the event properly. I guarantee you they're going to pull the Valkyrie out before the event's done and lose time and not finish it, or not pull the Valkyrie out at all and waste time on just killing ads, which are worth less than the Valkyrie in the end, with a multiplier. So in order to help them, I'm going to get us more points than they're going to be able to get in the same time frame. Right?
Found a crystal of some kind.
Let's hope nobody does that. Most people don't seem to get the gravitiers right, so it annoys me when people go, I guess it's like everybody's got to try, but you know,
No more crystal.
if you learn how to do it, it's actually not that hard.
Freelancers. Let's finish
It's just
this.
it's a timing thing. You can't just go in there and rage havoc on the rabbits. You will fail. They'll run away from you. Oh, what's going on? Frame rates all over the place. Stupidest thing, the way these things shoot at you. It drives me nuts. They have no... The AI is beyond human, or like facing a different direction, shooting out his hand in any direction he wants. Doesn't have to look at his target or nothing. Like, wow, these guys are like gods. They're not even, they're tougher than all the bosses are. Or they have more powers than the bosses do. It's strange. And really, it's the Dominion Beach is a frame rate mess. Because they put too much stuff into one area, and the whole system can't handle it. When nothing loads in properly. Should never be done in a game. If your own game can't handle the wear, then back off on it. Especially a competition. I don't understand that. Having all of us kind of have to deal with not getting our points because the game doesn't work right. It's really a shitty thing to do, right? Like, people are never going to stop talking about that. It's like saying you're going to have a soccer game, but the goalie on one side has to be in a muddy, slick mess while the other goalie gets a perfect area to run around in. Nobody's going for that. Pick on me.
The Guardian has appeared. The console is locked. Someone here must have a key for it.
Yeah. Come over. If I'm over here. Nice one. See how that guy shot the sun while killing the Valkyrie?
It's down.
Don't shoot your ult at the fucking thing and aim at the sun. Oh man, just that there cost us like so many points. Like just that. You know, it doesn't take much. It drives me nuts. I'll kill it and fire my ultimate and blow the sun up and ruin the points. Just, if he just didn't do that, we'd have that many more points. I do it too. It's just frustrating, man. It's a lot to think about in a cataclysm. It's easy to judge, so yeah.
You have a little more time now.
Do the little switcheroo,
That's done it. The crystal's vulnerable now.
and get stuck. Yeah.
You've got a clear shot at the crystal.
Yeah, it's nice when no one shoots the orb, but then they do the ultimate on the boss and end up shooting it. Because you have to put your back to it if you're firing your ultimate as a ranger, because it will target the that as a target as well. But like I said, there's so much to think about. It's not fair to judge people. Not everybody's on the same page, right? I do it, but I feel bad about it after. Or whatever, right? To me, it's the game isn't about the challenge that way. It shouldn't be
The
anyway.
crystal is wide open.
No, see this guy? Alright, you stay the hell away from my... He better not have. Really sick of that. People doing the work. I'll get this started all the time, and some
Stability
guy
increased.
goes in here on me. And he fucks it up. I might fuck it up, but... If I, you know... Now, watch what I do here if you don't know how to do it. We'll see if I get it. You actually want to stop shooting between kills. You don't want to keep your gun or the blaze, anything you're doing, going. I'm not sure why it happens, but it's almost as if more appear when you stop shooting.
Never mind. It was just how it comes.
So what I always do is I do like a little hover. Come in here. You see them all around. Come in here.
No more
see.
barrier. The crystal is wide open. The shield is down. The crystal is exposed. Keep after it. The crystal's open. The barrier field is gone.
There we
You've got a
go.
shot at the crystal now.
See, by stopping my shot, it seems to respawn another 3 gravits or something. If you don't kill those 3 because you thought you killed the first 8 and you don't see them, you'll miss them. So you need to actually stop shooting and look around for them. I didn't even do the gravits at first. I let someone else always do it because I wanted to know exactly how to do it before I, you know, me. If you know me, I don't want to do anything unless I do it. I wouldn't want to come in here on a live stream every day and try and do it and fail every time. So I worked on it on my own over and over and over again until I kind of figured out the timing sequence. Because it's not just to go in there and kill all the grabbits. You have to actually, like, listen to Faye. You got to time things right. Yeah, I'm with randos. I don't know anyone. I'm not talking to anyone on the team. Just gonna get the max score I can, you know, with what I have. Where are we going here? So what I do is I kind of take a look where they're at. So they got that covered. There's a bomb on the island out there, but I'm gonna assume he got it.
No more barrier. The crystal is
We'll
wide
see if he
open.
knows if he did this one. So one way you can tell is you look at the rock. If the rock doesn't have a
Go for the crystal.
shimmer to it,
Found a crystal of some kind.
maybe it only shimmers when you have the bomb, but it has a question mark above it, so it's a good indication
That
that
did
it
it. Get the crystal.
hasn't been done yet. See how I landed without it blowing up? Just to point that out. Whoever's saying it'll blow up when you fall, like your anthem said that, and I imagine they just assumed it. Because I jump all the way down, it's never blowed up on me.
Crystal block is broken.
Okay, did he do this? Okay, it's done. Hey, Twisted Heat, how you doing, my buddy?
Cataclysm stabilizing slightly.
But I get an early start. I actually went to bed at a reasonable time. Where am I? Jesus. See what you do, Twisted? Get me all twisted up.
The barrier field is gone. You've got a shot of the crystal now.
Yeah, I ended up having
That's
drinks
seven.
last night and I forgot to stream and passed out. It's nice for a change, not going to bed at 5 in the morning or something. So, how was your night, bro? Where'd I go?
That did it. Get the crystal.
Someone get that?
That did it. Get the crystal.
Faye, shut up.
You have a little more time now.
Yeah, she's actually on the ball with that one.
That's helped stabilize you.
Get all turned around here.
That's done it. The crystal's vulnerable now.
Like these ads here are worth more than shit. I don't know why they're not showing up. There should be a whole bunch of them. Yeah, they're spread out all over the place. Alright, we're gonna switch this back now. Still showing Light of the Legion. I delete that gun like all the time. Alright. that. We got a pretty good score for a random team. Right on, Silas. Thanks for showing up, bro. We'll see you in a bit. I'll probably end this stream for the build day, and then I'll be back more than likely. Oh shit, no. They're not gonna kill her, I hope.
You only have
No
5
one
minutes
here.
before this place collapses.
Is she spawning ads? See, she hasn't been spawning ads lately. Who shot the storm? Dude! What are you doing, man? Ah, jeez. Yes. Only there's no storm because he shot it. So now you do damage on her when you're trying to actually...
Watch where you step.
Oh my god. No, I'm not picking you up. Fucking dumbass. Get me there. She's not gonna stop, eh?
This is not the end.
What happened there? I didn't kill her. Did someone come right in and kill her? Well, she did spawn ads that time. But because she wasn't spawning ads yesterday, like none. I sat here for 5 minutes and she spawned no ads. This time she was, but I don't know what happened there. She still had she still had a chunk of life. I just shot her for a second there to stun her out of that. When she's doing that attack, thing is people bring her life down too far, right? So it's what you want to do is keep her life at half, start farming, and then when she goes into those attacks, chip at her, knock her out of the attack, then stop again, let the sun out, and kill ads until she does that attack again. But guys are shooting the sun no matter what. Like, I don't even understand it. They're not, that time through, they weren't even killing her. Like, they knew to farm the ads, but they're still shooting the sun. Like, as if you couldn't get ads without the sun shot. Or the, whatever the heck it's called. I don't know. Some people, like, you know, I trial and error everything. I go in on my own time, I test everything out, try and figure it out. What people say is usually wrong. You know, it's just, it worked that way for them, so they think it's a standard in it, but it's not. It's unfortunate, because there's no way to seem to get the information out. Whoa, keeping that one. 40% harvest bonus. This goes on the harvest build. The run actually went good though, Twisted. I didn't have anything mess up. I didn't try everything, right? I didn't have time, but the bomb I did worked. The gravits worked. Yeah, everything worked, so that's good. It's a stable moment in the Cataclysm. Are you streaming today? Yeah, that is good, man. That was really bad the other day. Oh, like really bad. Like what? It's right after Castle Kelrick came out. We had runs like, we had one run, we had, what was it, 10, almost 11 million, and without the gravits or the vault, which really was upsetting. We did our best run yet, but because the game goofed, we never got the high score we should have. But whatever. I'm liking this build though. It is fun and it's working. Like, I mean, the gun is definitely does more damage than any of my other guns. Yeah, over a period of time, like to also prime, right? Like a one-shot thing isn't gonna count the same. And fun factor, it's got to be the funnest gun to me. The other ones are cool too, but the Gravedigger just has that. Like I said earlier, it would be really cool if they had a game like this. Just imagine the Ghostbusters like this. You have your gun and you have your traps and stuff catching ghosts. That'd be sick. Right on, okay. Hey, wouldn't that be a cool idea, Twisted? If you imagine Anthem, but it was Ghostbusters, you were like, had the ripple gun and you had to throw the traps out and stuff. Catching ghosts. Alrighty, so that's going to conclude the stream on the build. Oh yeah, no, there's one more thing we're going to do. We're going to just drop this crystal in here, go shopping, right? See if we can farm ourselves out a better Gravedigger. That's all we need. I have like 250 weapon damage or elemental on every gun except for this one. So, here, I'll get my big head out of the way there.
Smart, I'll give you that. Jerk face.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught that earlier, the numbers. I'm getting, not with all the procs and stuff, but just standard, like 13,000 a tick on that gun when it's fired right up. So it's doing over. I'd have to add all the ticks up in slow motion, but it would look like it's got to be close to 100,000 or higher per clip. Which, you know, is not substantial, but for just a regular gun that's also priming, cool as shit to fucking shoot. Let's go Gravedigger. I want a Gravedigger with 400% weapon damage. Let's take over, man. I'm telling you, that gun will like melt everything. No, don't do this to me. This is still a problem today. In the forge here, just losing service, connection error all the time happening. Seriously. Like, what's going on when this happens? I don't understand. You know, here's the real fuckery with it, is that we don't get this type of thing happening in the game, but when the bombs are disappearing and stuff, I bet you it's this happening in the background. The same thing, where it's in this load bullshit. There's nothing to load here. I mean, other than putting the one crystal change. Jeez. But what's loading is it's just Anthem service. It's lost. It's, you know, if it took just a little longer, it would probably say lost pilot. You know, I think there's a timer on it where, you know, it'll lose you, but it won't tell you until it gets to this absurd level where it just can't, it won't be able to pick it back up. And when that happens, it actually throws you out. But before that time, it can't recognize the time frame of what you're doing. If you're in a timing sequence and it's lost your pilot data, it's impossible for it to know how much time you're spending in the area. Like if you're doing the grabbits or you're picking up a bomb, or it's like I had that happen with us the other day, Twisted, with you two bad and I. Yeah, that sucks, bro. Forge is... See, and why are we having all these loading issues at the Forge and at the Crystal? The strain on the server is so little compared to when you're in the game. It's simply there's some pilot data glitch, like they can't seem to fix it. Oh, I made too many. Jeez. Just trying to take your time up, everybody. Pulling a BioWare here. Or an EA, I guess. Convert crystals one way and convert them back the other way. Alright, here we go. Big money, big money. 100 weapon damage. I still have yet to do something. I'll do something with the flash fire soon. Make a new build for that. I haven't even tried it yet. See, these masterworks, some of them, they're getting good rolls, like 125 elemental damage. It's not that great. I mean, mine has 400 weapon, but still on a masterwork. 100% weapon ammo. Wish that was on the javelin. I made too many. Should have looked at that. Yeah, I know, I seen it on your stream. I think you were using it. I just haven't found a way to see this. And I love how they always tell us it's an unknown error. Like after all this time, you really don't know what the error is. Is that supposed to sound smart that it's an unknown error? Because it don't sound smart. It's yeah. I love this whole idea that there's electronic software and every company has that. Hey, we made it, but like if it's not working or we have unknown errors. Explain that to me again. How is that possible? If it said unknown error like once a year, I would buy it. But it's saying it every day, a couple times a day. I don't think it's unknown anymore. It's just like the line, like, you should go check your internet connection because we don't have your pilot data anymore. Meanwhile, we're losing everyone's pilot data every day, all the time, even though you don't lose a connection to anything else. But you should check your connection. We just once would love it if it popped up and it said, we're sorry, we have difficulties, we are working on them, thank you for your patience. Something that would actually be legitimate excuse, if you will. Not this blaming the user for the problem. Wow, they shorted us on that run. Holy shit. Did I even get one legendary? It's gonna be one of those days, is it? Fucking bastards. giving me legendaries left, right, and center, and then just cut you off. There was one, wasn't there? Oh, we picked that up already. It's gotta go in the harvester. All this can go to trash bin. I don't know why I can't get a gravedigger. I must have gotten 50 legendaries of every gun now and one gravedigger. It's almost the same scenario as I had with the gears, where they wouldn't give me relentless pursuit no matter how many times I bought out of the chest. It would never give it to me, ever. And here is the same bullshit happening. So it's not RNG then, it's a lottery, right? It's a so fucked up thing why they don't have this set up properly or say what it is. That's what pisses me off. I like integrity and clarity, not, you know. Because it's a lottery, meaning there's only one or two good ones in there out of 100,000 others. The chance of rolling on that one, is 2 in 100,000 or 1 in 50,000 chances. So I probably won't get a good legendary gravedigger. I already kind of know that because it gave me a good version of every other weapon. So if there's just one weapon, it won't give it to you. And it'll be, for me, it'll be that one. I'll put my foot in my mouth if I'm wrong, but I bet you I'm not. And I'm not going to live stream it all the way. But obviously, like, I play a lot. Anyone knows that. I'm dropping, 200 large crystals some days during the gear thing. I must have done that a couple times over. And then even at the last day again. And no luck. So I'm almost sure, like, it's the only gun I want. So even though I'm getting other good guns that don't matter to me, they're not as good as the one I already have. And until I get a legendary gravedigger that has some sort of damage on it, you see, the one they gave me, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying, see this one, so it came with 20% weapon damage and 33% weapon damage, 25% gear damage, which is a joke for a legendary. Like a lot of these are, I mean, shield, weapon ammo. What good is the weapon ammo without more damage, I guess? Maybe, those are the rolls to me. That's the luck you get on the inscription. So this one is shit. Like, this gravedigger will go in the trash faster than you can imagine. I'm only holding on to it because it's a legendary. I don't even need it. It's garbage if you compare it to the one I'm using. The Masterwork has 175% elemental damage with 125% weapon ammo. Like, that's pretty much, like, a better roll than I've gotten in these other guns on the legendary version. So to get both, like on a gun like this, you want lots of ammo, so it's actually almost a god roll, even though it's just a Masterwork. It's weird, but I'm happy about that, right? At least I have that. But what do you mean yours came like your gravedigger? Yeah, the first one is always shit. I mean, oddly enough, it gives me this Jar's Wrath. My first legendary comes out of the box with 400% weapon damage. I know I get all like heated on it. With 400% weapon damage and 135% weapon mag size. Like, I roast everything because I don't have to clip the magazine. Like, I just sit there holding the trigger till it's dead because I can hold the trigger for so long. So it's a beast, that gun. Like, it's better than all these other guns. 2 of them even put together can't do what this one does. Like, I got 153,000 a tick. It's insane. But you have to be right in front of stuff. The nice thing, though, is it does tase them. They're actually electrocuted, like, kind of can't move. They're stunned. Yeah, trash rolls. Yeah, I've kept the best I've found. So like I have a Bad Omen with 250 physical, 13% weapon damage. I only care about the damage on it. I have a Rainmaker with 300% weapon damage, so I'm happy about that one. And of course, my 400% Jera's Wrath, 225% elemental damage on a lightning rod, so it also hits around 150,000 a combo. Not that much, but it's kind of a cool gun. It's almost like a slingshot energy sticky grenade. Then this sucker, man, 250% weapon damage on the Shard Storm. It does some damage. But I don't find I have time to shoot it the way I play. So maybe when the Cataclysm's over and we're just chilling on other stuff, not rushing through it, it'll be more viable. But for now, that's what we get. So that's going to be it for this stream, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm going to take a break. I might start streaming. I'll talk to you, Twisted, maybe, and see what you're up to. Or going to grab some lunch, though, and then get back to it. But that's going to conclude the video for the E-GON Gravedigger. Also threw in a bunch of tips in there for different stuff through the Cataclysm and various other things, so hopefully that's helpful to other people. It's hard to cover all the bases. There's so many variables and things to think about in the Cataclysm. My brain, I love stuff like that, and my brain hurts after a 4 or 5 hour shift in the Cataclysm, because it's just a never-ending time puzzle where you need to decide at every moment which way to go based on how much time you have left and how to maximize the points in that time frame. And the variable is constantly crunching a new one out because the time's being limited. So it definitely hurts the brain when you're trying to get a high score. But anyway, again, thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks for showing up, Twisted, Celeste, everybody. Have yourselves a good Saturday, and we'll see you again.